Hollywood is a land of fame, fortune, and endless dreams. But behind the glittering lights lies a darker truth. Alcohol ruined the lives of many legendary stars. From wrestlers who drank over 100 beers in one sitting to glamorous icons who faded into loneliness and confusion, these are Hollywood's 15 biggest alcohol scandals. Number 15, Andre the Giant. Known as the eighth wonder of the world, Andre's size made him a legend, but also a prisoner of pain. He once drank 119 beers in just 6 hours, and stories of him downing 40 vodkas in one night were common. Friends laughed, but his body couldn't keep up. Andre died at just 46, his drinking accelerating his tragic end. Number 14, Cary Grant. The charming star of North by Northwest hit a darker battle. Grant drank heavily for years before turning to an unusual treatment, LSD therapy, in the 1950s. He credited it with saving his life, but the world never saw how deep his struggles ran. Number 13, Joan Crawford. A Hollywood powerhouse with an Oscar to her name, Joan was also infamous for hiding bottles of alcohol around her home. Her daughter exposed her violent behavior in the book Mommy Dearest. Though she gave up drinking near the end, Joan's legacy remains tangled in scandal. Number 12, Dennis Price. The British actor of Kind Hearts and Coronet's fame began every day with Guinness and ended with whiskey. Depression and secrecy drove him deeper into the bottle. His career collapsed, and he died of liver cirrhosis at 58. Number 11, Michael Landon. On TV, he was America's favorite father figure in Little House on the Prairie. Off-screen, Landon was mixing whiskey with coffee and downing vodka daily. Combined with smoking 4 packs a day, his habits helped fuel the cancer that took his life at 54. Number 10, Anthony Hopkins. Before becoming Sir Anthony, the legendary actor nearly destroyed himself. He admitted waking up in strange places with no memory, fueled by non-stop drinking. In 1975, he joined AA and turned his life around. Today, Hopkins is celebrated not just for his talent, but for beating the bottle. Number 9, Robert Shaw. The fearsome shark hunter in Jaws was feared off-screen too, thanks to his Scotch addiction. His drunken fights with co-stars became infamous, and just 3 years after the film's release, Shaw died of a heart attack at 51, weakened by years of drinking. Number 8, Glenn Ford. A leading man of the Golden Age, Ford's heroic image masked his reality. He was rarely sober in his later years. Failed relationships and heartbreak fueled his drinking until his health gave out. Though he lived to 90, his final years were marked by frailty and isolation. Number 7, Drew Barrymore. By age 9, she was already drinking. At 12, she was using cocaine. Hollywood's party culture nearly destroyed her before adulthood. After rehab at 14, she rebuilt herself into the star and talk show host we know today. But her story remains one of Hollywood's darkest child star scandals. Number 6, Carrie Fisher. Beloved as Princess Leia, Fisher openly admitted her long battle with alcohol and cocaine. Bipolar disorder fueled her addiction, and despite rehab, she never fully escaped. When she died in 2016, traces of multiple substances were still in her system. Number 5, Bernard Lee. Best known as M. In the early James Bond films, Lee drank so heavily that he once snuck liquor into his dressing room through a straw under the door. Even Richard Burton, famous for his drinking, said he couldn't keep up with Lee. Alcohol and illness ended his career and his life. Number 4, William Holden. A Hollywood giant of the 1950s, Holden's drinking worsened with age. His downfall was as tragic as it was shocking. Drunk and alone, he fell, hit his head, and bled to death without calling for help. His body wasn't discovered for 4 days. Number 3, Bela Lugosi. The legendary Dracula himself became haunted by alcohol and morphine. Once a horror icon, his addictions left him broke, forgotten, and unemployable. By the time of his death in 1956, Lugosi was a tragic shadow of his former self. Number 2, Robin Williams. The world adored his comedy and heart, but behind the laughter was pain. Williams battled alcohol in the 1970s, got sober for 2 decades, then relapsed in the 2000s. He fought hard, but in 2014, depression and undiagnosed dementia led to his heartbreaking death. Number 1, Rita Hayworth. Hollywood's love goddess was adored for her beauty and grace. But as the years passed, Heavy drinking left her confused, forgetful, and unable to work. For decades, her decline was blamed on alcoholism, until doctors revealed she was also suffering from Alzheimer's. Her tragic final act remains one of the saddest stories in Hollywood history. From legends like Rita Hayworth to icons like Robin Williams, these stars remind us that Hollywood's glamour often hides unbearable pain. Which of these stories shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into Hollywood's darkest secrets.